Verse 17, because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods. Now come on, you folk that preach prosperity. If prosperity is God's order, why does he rebuke this country, this church? Why doesn't he compliment them and saying, you're living exactly where I want you to live? Why in God's name do you think it says don't lay up treasure on earth, lay up treasure in heaven? You can tell how spiritual you are. I'll tell you, this will shatter some of you, and you deserve it. When you're more interested in your bank book than you are in God's book. If half the Christians in America were as interested in the kingdom of God as they are in the Dow Jones averages, we'd have revival. We live too much in time. We're too earthbound. We see as other men see. We think as other men think. We invest our time as the world invests it. We invest our money. We're supposed to be a different breed of people. Most of our joy is clapping our hands and having a good time, and then afterwards we're talking all the drivel of the world. New Testament, they didn't have stately buildings, they didn't have paid evangelists, they didn't have a lot of money, they didn't have organization, couldn't get on TV and beg, but I'll tell you what they did, they turned the world upside down. And I'm embarrassed to be part of the Church of Jesus today because I believe it's an embarrassment to a holy God. All he did was try to steady the Ark of God. Oh mercy, how we're trying to steady the Ark of God these days. We want to do some new thing. We wouldn't just steady it, we paint it. We paint it. We put a musical box inside of it. We put the priests in some new garments. We try and make it more acceptable. You know, there's nothing this generation needs more than a baptism of old-fashioned hellfire preaching. I'm sure of that. The power and the presence of God were resting on that tabernacle. And while they were obedient, they had success.